So before I start, I'll say I've had heaps of these things over the last 12 plus years for work. This one's been out here for nearly about 7 or 8 months now. Went right through summer and we're now into winter. Out in the weather the whole time. I've had this one for years, used it for work tons, set it up and broken down so many times, and that's about my third one of that style. That's oh, that one's a spin effect. Okay, yeah, I've also had the Austrail ones in the full size. And the Austrail, that's a compact one. And I also have, what's this one? That's a Wild Country compact one. And there's an Austrail Market one and another one there. I've got a tent that goes onto the gazebo, and I got more spare walls and roofs and more walls. Like, I've used these things a lot. I know my stuff. Which is why I was so surprised when I got the Red Track ones that are sold as, we're twice as strong as the competitors, yeah! And, well, firstly when it arrived, the boxes were all scratched up, like the cardboard cartons that they were in had totally gone, and all the ends were all scratched and scuffed up, which really irritated me. Then as I actually got it out to assemble it on site, there was a big bit where the powder coating hadn't been in, it was rusty. I'm just like, really? Where's the quality control? But then as I started to unfold it, I got a really bad feeling, because the way that it unfolds was so garbage. Like, I could see it just wobbling, and I'm like, this isn't going to be twice as strong. And then we decided to try to actually put it up. And just to put it into context, there was a breeze. However, there was a 3x3 gazebo fully erected near us, like right next to us. They were on concrete with no weights, and they weren't blowing away. So no weights, no pegs, a 3x3 fully erected next to us, was standing there perfectly. It was fine. We lifted our new Red Track one up to, well, actually we didn't even, we just unfolded it, so it was at that 1 meter and 5 centimeter. Got a photo, 1 meter and 5 centimeter height. And and we got the water containers out, and we were filling the water containers before we lifted it up, because you didn't want it to blow over, of course. And while we were filling the water containers, we heard a snap, and we turned around, and in the breeze, it wasn't enough to blow over a fully erected, full height 3x3 gazebo next to us. The wind had just pushed the side right in and shattered the, we're twice as strong as the competition hinges and stuff, which I thought looked horrendously cheap and rubbishy when I was opening it, and it proved it really was. Not only did we not get to actually put it up, we never even raised the legs up at all. It was at the absolute minimum height. We didn't put sidewalls on. It didn't get blown over, just with the canopy on top. And we were not in the direct line of the wind. There was trees, and there was actually in front, between the wind and us, was a 6 meter by 3 meter gazebo that was already assembled. So we were behind them, but they had weights on, so they're not a good comparison for the wind. But the one on the other side, it had no weights and wasn't blowing around, and the breeze just collapsed the side of this thing, and it just shattered the cheapo, rubbishy, garbage plastic. And unfortunately we bought 2 of them, because we bought a 3x6 as well as this 3x3 piece of garbage, and there's no way in hell I'm going to keep the 3x6, because the 3x3 was such utter garbage. And as I said earlier, I've been using these with work all the time for like 12 plus years, and I've got heaps of others that I've put up in really strong winds. Very experienced with it. I know when you put the walls on, when you put the roof on, when you get the weights on, so that you don't have any issues. And yeah, this was like nowhere near breezy enough to cause any damage. And I didn't even have the wall on. So if I had have had the weights and it up, the weights, like It wouldn't have even toppled it with the weights, or even if it didn't have the weights, they weren't blowing around. Like, it's just such garbage. I can't believe how monumentally bad this product is. So I'm really wanting a refund on the broken one, and I really want a refund on the one that I haven't used yet, because it's equally garbage. It's the same cheap crap. And I can't believe that they dare to advertise it as, ours are twice as strong as the competition. No, they're not. I own the competition. They're like 10 times stronger than your piece of crap Red Track. They are utter garbage. Utter garbage. I can't stress enough just how horrendously bad the Red Track product was. I can't believe that they would ever be able to sell a product like that. If you can't even put it up without it breaking. Utter garbage. Full refund, please.